even great men stumble, and Ruto must understand this. The locking out of Kindiki, Moses Kuria, is bringing Ruto's blank missile, and this might cause him a lot of threat in his government. Even though he's the head of state, not that I'm encouraging the CS to be late at state function, but how he reacts or he reacted on this manner is beyond his expectation in leadership. There's some secret that as a leader or as a president, you must react in privacy. Why am I saying this? I want us to analyze how is this going to create Ruto's blank missile, unlocking CS out of State House. Before I proceed, Nairobi is fine, and I believe that this video is going to find you well wherever you are. Though there is a little bit cold, but we have to we have to carry on with the day. First and foremost, I want to thank God for this blessing, and I believe wherever you are safe through God's almighty favor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to our YouTube platform, Zion Kenya TV. We always believe we deliver you the best where we can, because there is no 100% human being in this world. But we love you and we present you the political and any other news trending in the world. If this is your first time you are watching me, I also request you, just take a 1 second and click the subscription button and subscribe. To the members, I don't want to talk much, but I will never forget you, because through your support, you made this channel to be great. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, and also sharing, plus subscriptions to your family and friends. May continue with the same spirit. Let's go back to Ruto's locking out Moses Kuria and Kindiki Kuria, plus the rest. Have you asked yourself, why are these people now silenced? First thing I know Ruto was trying to do is to hold tank for Moses Kuria, who is known speaks a lot in running the government. But that was by the way. The reality remains that Ruto's blank massive is creating a lot of tension in Kenya Kwanza government. The issue of forcing the PS and the CS to write a report is a threat to the head of state. Why am I saying this? As a leader, even me, there's something that I ought to do in private in order to scramble for the future. But the Ruto's reaction is bringing a lot of political differences. What if the CS pack and go? For instance, you hear news that Kindiki pack and go. It will create another time for Ruto to choose another leader. But the reality remains that this man or our president could have just allowed them and summon them in a private room. That is how some leaders work, rather than to expose them in public. The writing of letters, saying in media, is also another evidence of Ruto losing the ground in leadership integrity. I know this might hurt his followers, but the room or the real picture of that, assume if it were me. With me, I always take life simple. If you tell me to write a letter, I write. It is now my decision. I might pack and go, or remain with office with one target. That is what might happen to those CS who are locked. Maybe they are remaining in the office with one target. The target might be the president to be threatened in life or any other issue? Or when we view this, maybe President was trying to confuse the media to buy time and tell them that he always serious in running the government. But that is not enough to convince Kenyans. The reality remains that Moses Kuria and Kithure Kindiki were locked. What are your conclusions? Do you support the Ruto's movement? With me, I'm saying this is the beginning of Ruto's blank method. This analysis will drive you to the reality of life. The remains will be informed for the future. But I know, or I'm very sure, that Kithure Kindiki silence is also another threat to the press. Have we ever heard Kithure Kindiki speaking after he was summoned to write a letter? This is very sad. Have you ever asked yourself why Moses Kuria don't speak a lot after he was locked at State House? There's also this movement of Moses Kuria, where US locked him from issuing threat for other politicians like Raila Amolo Odinga. I also take it this way, maybe the Moses Kuria side, Ruto was trying to teach him a lesson, that as a leader, you must humble yourself. You must have integrity. You must be able to listen to the viewers. But that is not the end. The reality remains Ruto is at risk. What are your conclusions, ladies and gentlemen? Do you support me on saying Ruto's blank method? For all who understand the politics of the day, this is the danger that Ruto will face in his presidency life. Unless he will understand on its own on how to run the government. What are your conclusions? That is what I had to share with you at this hour. Meanwhile, I want to sojourn, but before I sojourn, I request you just give me a thumb of likes, comments, sharing, and also support by subscribing the channel. Bye bye, till we hope to meet on another video. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.